the video on the animal update got cut off somehow. I don't know what I did. I must have pressed something. But anyway, there's the 2-month-old chicks back over there getting their water. And I need to raise that. It's getting a little, they're getting too big for that level. I placed 3 more of these buckets around, and I also placed an order for a case of these buckets. I got them from Dollar Tree, and even after shipping and sales tax, they're still under $1.50, which is cheaper than the $2.55 that I can buy directly from the manufacturer. But it would have been cheaper if I could have had it shipped to the store, but because my area is not where their main supply place is, where I'm getting these. That's unusual. I had to order shipped direct to my house, so I'm having to pay for shipping. So, Speck left me an egg. She laid here for the longest time earlier. There's the third chickie. Now it says not to, the instructions that came with these poultry nipples says not to use with young chicks. And I didn't install that till about a week ago, so they're already at, that one was at 2 months. See, tail feathers. I still can't tell what gender. I'm hoping they're all hens. But I wouldn't mind one of them being a rooster if it's nice. Are you a rooster? Huh. So, got, like I said, the packs are, for the nipples, there's 4 in a pack, and it was caught, and I buy it from a local feed and seed place, and it was almost $7 for the pack, a little over 7 with tax. So I put 3 per bucket, so I bought 3 packs, and I was able to do 4 buckets or pails. And I know that's a shower cap on there, or a bowl cover from Dollar Tree. I can buy that for like 10 or 12 in a pack, and that's just to keep the mosquitoes out. I don't want mosquitoes laying larvae in the water. The whole purpose is keeping this water clean. I was using these, and I like them. I actually like these, but they get dirty. They get stuff on their beaks, and when they go in there, you see the sand and grit. So I'm going to get these washed out. I was using the kind of the Dollar Tree Nerf bullets or whatever. So when I can look at it from inside, I can tell the water level, and that helped a lot. But here's another bucket. And these buckets are very sturdy. I was very surprised. And now they've got the 2.5-gallon buckets. Like that one. The handles fall out easily. They're not very long. They don't hang well, and the plastic is much, much thinner. Even though these are bigger, I wouldn't hang water from that. And I need to change that out. I didn't put any apple cider vinegar in that one. But they still have those, and those are okay for some projects, but I really felt that I wanted to use more of these sturdier buckets. I took that one out of there. Thought it was going to rain, so I put their feed inside the shelter on the other side. So I have these located in basically the 4 corners of this back area. The big hens, I've not seen them use it. And I made that 1 bucket a week ago, and then I did these other 2 a couple of days ago, other 3, excuse me. And I hung the first 2 and tested it, and the last one I didn't hang, and I was just carrying it out. And of course that's the one that's going to be leaking. There's I put silicone around it, but 2 of them, I guess I didn't do it well enough. But I thought, okay, I'm going to let that be, because I'm hoping that the chickens will notice it dripping, or the They'll notice the little chicks pecking at it. And I think I need to raise this up higher too. I think this is still too low for our adult chickens. There goes back. So after they start using these, I'm going to get rid of the nasty water in there and put one of the buckets in that area so the goats can't mess with it. That's the only thing, is sometimes I'll let the goats come in here and eat the weeds down. And they mess with anything and everything because they're curious. They're not dumb animals. But I want to see that water gone and keep up with the 5-gallon buckets. And I actually would prefer to quit using the 5-gallon buckets for water and put more of these 1-gallon buckets around for them, because it's just even if I keep up with the apple cider vinegar, they get nasty. They need to be cleaned, and I don't mind doing that, but it's a little bit more difficult to dump. They never get down, you know, we don't let it go. That's probably as low as we let it go. So when we do have time to clean these buckets, there's more water, you know, on the ground making a mess. And that's the whole thing with parasites, is when their poop gets wet, it kind of activates the dormant eggs to hatch and reinfecting. And when we move, part of the water management will be pasture management. Hey! Still not named them. And their water thing. I'm more, when they get a little bit bigger, or maybe when they're adults, I'll give them the other water thing that I've made and use some of the buckets for them. So I'm not going to fix that one that's leaking. I'll let it be, hoping that it'll draw the other chicks over there saying, what's that? Because their visual acuity was, I can't speak, is based on movement. They see something and they're like, ooh, what's that? And I also put seeds, and I think they've noticed that because they cleared out underneath the bucket. But I put a bunch of black sunflower seeds underneath all the buckets just to encourage them to go to them. Our old kitty Jojo, our only outdoor kitty now. And he doesn't mess with them. I think he dreams about it, he thinks about it. But even when he was younger, he was not our best hunter. So I'm glad to see them going back into the chalet. I'm hoping that they go roost in there until I build them another hutch that they can, coop that they can use. And then I'll move the silkies into this one. Thanks for watching.